everyone, Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games, and just going to undercoat some models, show you how I do it. So arrange your figures out on a bit of handy board like this. Make sure you've shaken your can. I've got a spare one in my pocket just in case there isn't enough left in this, because I've been using it already. And here we go. So short bursts, cross your figures. Generally give them a go on the front, turn them around, give them a go on the back. Don't try and put too much paint on because it'll all pool and you'll never rectify it. There we go, not looking too bad already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for that to dry and then I'm going to attack them from the sides. So here's a little Necron horde I've been working on already. So I've sprayed them from the front, sprayed them from the back. So now we're going to give them a blast down either side. I like to spray a lot of models like this all at once, because if you try and do just 2 or 3 models on a board or on a spray stick or whatever, you're wasting a whole load of spray. And if you do a whole bunch of models all at once, you're maximising your potential, shall we say. So make sure you're in a well ventilated area. Obviously we're in the back garden here, and make sure you've prepared your can of spray properly. So these have been warming up in the conservatory all day, making sure they're at a good temperature, giving them a good shake for a couple of minutes before we're going to use them. So just going to give these a quick blast over. They already look not too bad, they just need a final little spritz. Cool. So what we're going to do now is we'll wait for these guys to dry, and when they're fully dry we'll pop them over onto their backs and just make sure they don't need any of the bit up in their chest cavity or anything painting in. And there's a couple of different models on here that you'll recognise from the Indomitus set, and a couple of older Necrons with a couple of spicy little upgrades. See if you can spot them. So you can see that these guys, the bigger models that I showed earlier at the start of the video, while I've sprayed them from the front and the back, there's still quite a bit on here, up in the chest cavities and the underhanging areas, overhanging areas, where the paint hasn't taken. So we're just going to flop those over on their back like this, and give them a good blast, and then once that's dry we'll spin them over and do the other angles to make sure that the model's fully coated. And then once they're fully dry we're going to do them with some silver. Welcome back. So these guys, they've had plenty of time to dry, so we're going to do the Scarab Swarms, the Scorpec Destroyers, the Scorpec Lord, the Overlord, and whatever that guy is called, because I can't remember. So this is Army Painter Plate Mail Metal. I'm just going to give them a quick go over with this, and then we're going to use some Nuln Oil and then dry brush them up from there to get the appropriate finish. So you'll see it's a lot brighter than the lead belcher type finish that you might get from the gunmetal spray. Don't worry that it's a little bit patchy or blotchy, because we're going to treat it quite heavily once we get on with the next step. And there we go. Base coating done. So some people would like to spray this directly onto the plastic, but I like to make sure that everything's black, so it's all shaded in the recesses, just in case we do miss any when we're dry brushing or what have you. But that's going to be our base coat, and then we're going to use the Nuln Oil and some other dry brushing just to get the final colours before we pick out the detail, like the blades, and might even put some stripes on their helmets. That might look quite cool. So yep, there we go. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. That would be very nice of you. And press the like button down below. That's also really cool. Thank you.